Guys, how you doing? I'm Ryan Mack. Welcome back to the Trading Guys, and today we're going to fly through the weekly fundamental review. All right. Now remember, just as a kind of reminder here, when we're going through this, for my method, I'm always looking at the bigger picture, right? I'm always looking I'm not looking at last week's news and this week's just, oh, it was good, oh, it was bad, oh, it was weak, oh, it was strong. I'm looking at the big picture. So just because a particular economy has like 1 week of good news, yes, you will see within that week, that potentially that particular economy going up, but it doesn't necessarily mean that that economy is strong, right? When you look at the big picture and you place it amongst all the other potential economies that we have out there, right? So, my way of trading is the bigger picture, right? I trade on the weekly and the daily time frame. So sometimes I'm waiting for 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks to enter a trade. But I was going to say likewise there. When I enter it, I'm then waiting for weeks upon weeks as well. All right, we caught copper. Excuse me. We caught copper 2 weeks ago. It was like 31,000 points, like 3,100 pips. We were going to hold it for about 2 weeks just because of the take profit areas, and it ended up hitting take profit within like 4 days. We'll take profit 1 anyway. Sorry, we still would take profit 2 and take profit 3 to go, but it ended up hitting take profit 1. And now we're just waiting for it to pull back, and hit our areas, and then we could potentially enter into that again, and away we go. So let's crack on. Before we start, what I'm going to do is update. So the office will be coming along very soon. It was supposed to be ready fucking weeks ago, but in Indonesia things are very, very slow. I don't know if you've ever been here. It's a very laid back place. So for example, if you want to meet someone at a coffee shop at 10:30, they might fucking turn up at 1 p.m. That's the kind of place it is. So you can't rely on anything being done in time. Tomorrow or Tuesday, I will be away to go and pick up my TV screen. So I've ordered a huge TV screen, which is touchscreen, and I'm going to be doing tons upon tons upon tons of content on that for you guys, both fundamentally, technical analysis, entries, stop losses, take profits. I'm going to be doing live trades on there as well, so you'll see it as well. Obviously, I do live trades, and the guys that are in our Discord see it. Yeah, Discord group see it. But I'll potentially do stuff like that as well on YouTube if we get it right. So we've got that coming. What else? It's a kind of podcast office plus educational office. Blah blah blah. So now, if you want to grab out your jotters, guys, your books, right down at the top: trades, strong, weak, and neutral. All right. For anyone who's new, the reason why we do strong, weak, and neutral, and not strong, neutral, and weak, is simply because at the end of it, how you select your currency pairs to trade is you match up a strong economy with a weak economy. If it's neutral, you can ignore it. I mean, you could trade a weak against neutral if you wanted. I just don't do it. I only trade strong against weak, because that's when you get the big divergence, and you either get the big, huge uptrend or the downtrend, right? That's what gives you the powerful trends, and that's what gives you the reason why you're entering a trade, right? You'll hear me gobbing off often about, this. I'll just do it. Drawing stupid fucking triangles on your page, and be like, oh look, it's broke. So what people will do is, need to remove this. People will go like that. Look, here's a candle here. The candle breaks the stupid fucking triangle, right? And then they go, oh my god, look, it's broke, right? I'm going to enter sales now. They'll enter sales. It will then come down to an area of value, like right here, small candle, large engulfing, fucking massive area of rejection, and then it'll go like this, fuck off. And they'll be like, oh, but how did that possibly turn into a buy? It broke my magical fucking triangle. Well, it's because that triangle's gay. That's why it is. There's no reason to enter that fucking trade. Now, I'm not saying technical analysis is gay. You need technical analysis, right? Everybody uses it. I use it. Technical analysis is absolutely essential, but it's number 3 on the fucking list. It's the last thing for you to enter the trade. It helps you see where you're going to enter, right? It doesn't give you a reason to enter. If I drew a triangle on there like I just did, and it was like, that's not a candle broke the line. It's not a reason to take sales, right? a reason to take sales is to be here. Let's say that's all pound, right? Pound, manufacturing above 50, services above 50, average earnings up by 2%, credit card spending up, trade balance up, unemployment low, employment high, right? So pound is fucking strong. Excuse me. Japanese yen, unemployment high, employment low, average earnings low, credit card spending low, manufacturing below 50, services above 50. You're like, right, Japanese yen's shit. So that then gives you your reason. I'm buying GJ. I am buying the pound yen. That's your reason for buying it. Why? Because the British economy is strong as fuck and the Japanese economy is weak as fuck. That's your reason for buying the yen, right? And if at that point it's coming down, don't get trapped into taking sales and be like, well, that guy just said that this should be buys and it's coming down, so he's full of shit. No, you just don't understand it. When it's coming down, it's one of a few things. It's profit taking, and markets always retest those areas to build up their orders, and then it will fucking fly. It happens time and time again. I could show you 100 times on here. Look, there you go. Look, oh, it's coming down. Boom, but it's buys. Coming down. Look, oh, it's coming down. Fuck off, it's buys. Look, boom. Oh, it's coming down. Fuck off, it's buys. It's because the economic, if you want, the economic outlook, if you like, pound at that point was 1,000,000 times stronger than the Japanese economy. All right, and honestly, that's all it is. Let's just have a look. So, as you know, sorry guys, I'm knackered. I'm trying to fly through this because I'm bloody exhausted. AUD, China, and NZD, right? The reason why I do those three together is because they're correlated. I'm not going to cover why in this video. I just want to crack on and get through it. I've already been mumbling for fucking 7 minutes. So, NZD last week, strong numbers. Anything above 50 is bullish, remember. Anything below 50 is bearish. So it's came from 48.1 to 50.4. Very nice numbers. That does not mean it's instantly flying, right? Visitor arrivals, 3.5. That's a good sign. Why? Because New Zealand basically makes its money from selling fucking lamb, milk, and tourists. That's it. Apart from that, there is fuck all else in New Zealand to make money from. Aussie, they have cut their rates by 25 base points. It was fully anticipated, so you'll probably notice that nothing's really happened on the market. You're like, well, if they cut base points, that's supposed to be bearish. It's not always bearish, you know. It's seen as bearish initially, but it's not always bearish. I'm not going to explain why that is. Again, that's another fucking video. But it's not always bearish. You might see the initial little move looking bearish, but then after it picks up again and gives you strength, right? Where are we? Let's have a look. NZD, right? Bearish, 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 shit. Bearish, bearish. Still shit. I mean, it's stronger before, but it's still shit. 13.4 foreign direct. We don't care. Employment change. That's bearish. Now, do not be fooled. Like I always say in my videos, don't be fooled by the colour fucking green, right? That being coloured green there does not mean bullish. It does not mean it's a good thing. If you look at the previous, employment rate in Oz was 60k. Now it's down to 44k. That's not a good thing. That means there's 20 odd thousand people, or whatever, are out of a job. So that's not a good thing, right? So why is it green? It's because it was forecast to be at 19,000, which is much lower. It came in much better than they forecasted it to come in, so it's painted green. However, when you look at the bigger picture, it's bearish, right? It's bearish. Unemployment rate has increased, 4.1. Bearish. Same, sticky. Trade balance is really shit, massively bearish. So that means when the trade balance is at a massive deficit like this, it just means the country is buying a lot more stuff than it's importing a lot more than it's exporting, i.e. it's buying more than it's selling, right? So it puts you into debt, it doesn't put you into credit, right? This is good though for Aussie. Let me see, 50.6 bullish, 51.4 bullish. So we've got mixed data there, you can see, right? But that's quite promising. really strong numbers there for Aussie. Let's see next week. So I was just coughing there. I'm sick of coughing in your ear. Next week we've got core sales, retail sales, credit card spending. Yeah, all important. CPI important. Construction work, manufacturing PMI, non-manufacturing. Yes, it's important. Even though we don't trade Chinese currency, we do like to see this, because if this increases, what does that tell you? If you've watched my videos for a while, if China's manufacturing increases and services and so on, what does that mean for any other currency, right? It means that you can anticipate Aussie getting better numbers in the future, because when China increases, Aussie increases. When China decreases, Aussie decreases as well, right? Again, I'm not going to explain that why. I've done it in 100 bloody videos. I'll do another one later. Once I've got my office set up and my touchscreen TV, then I'll start doing each video explaining why we care about each thing, right? I'm just trying to hurry up with this today. So, NZD is weak again. No change there. I'm still keeping AUD at neutral. Some people would say that mildly AUD is strong, and there's a good case for that, right? But personally, it's just not shown me massive solid numbers, so I've got it in neutral. If I was looking on the charts at a pair like AUD NZD, then of course I'd be looking at it, I'd be like, right, you'd be buying the Aussie dollar against the New Zealand, right? Because it would be far stronger. But overall, I'm keeping it in neutral. If you want to put it in strong, you can put it in strong if you wish. But yeah, personally, I just don't believe it's that strong just now. Some good numbers, yes, but nothing really to write home about. Okay. So yeah, NZD weak, AUD strong. I'm just gonna fly through these now, guys, right? Because I am busy as fuck today. Last week, what were we on? Canada housing starts bearish. Bullish, slightly bullish, but it's month on month, so we don't really care about that. Decent numbers, bullish, decent numbers, bullish, decent numbers, year on year, good. Bullish, yeah, sticky, bearish, RPM month on month, bullish. So like, really good numbers in CAD. I think I had CAD in neutral last week, did I not? I had it in weak. I'm going to place it in neutral, right? CAD is one of these pairs. Like, I know I say, this is the kind of context of trading. I know I say you don't just change it by 1 week. But CAD has actually been showing some good numbers for a couple of weeks. And then we like 2 weeks of shitty numbers. And now it's showing some decent strength. So by no means would you put this into strong, right? If you wanted to keep it at weak, yes, you could. Also, oil. So remember, with the Canadian dollar, oil also plays a massive part, all right? But these numbers here are really decent numbers. They're not, they're not out of this world, but they are pretty decent for what we're looking at right now. So I am happy to put Canadian dollar in neutral, right? CAD, let's have a look here next week. We don't really have any news next week. GDP, but it's month on month, so we don't really care. Okay, moving on. CHF. CHF has never really got any news. As I was saying, CHF is normally just a risk on, risk off trade. So when markets go to risk off, then I'll be buying CHF, right? When the risk on, then I would, go against it. But I mean, you can't just say it very black and white like that. You need the context of the overall big picture, right? So yeah, I'm just putting it in neutral again, guys. I always put CHF in neutral, and then I just play it by ear during the week. If it's showing strength in certain pairs. Sorry. Euro. Last week, let's have a look. Euro's in shit state just now, right? Shit state. Decent. So bullish. It's month on month, so you don't really count that as a bigger picture. bullish. The ones that we care about are these. So let's just have a look. Bearish, 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 bullish, bearish, bullish. Yeah, it's still fucked. These are the ones that we really care about. These are the ones that have the major impact on the currency and on the economy. Okay, so it's still, what did I have it as last week? Yeah, weak. I'm still keeping it a week. Because the euro is shite. Next week, what have we got? We've got tons of news. We don't need to cover it. You can see it right there. We've got tons of news. We've got final core CPI year on year. We want to see CPI year on years. Yeah, we've got loads of stuff, especially for France and Germany. And that's what we want to see. When you're looking at the Eurozone, you really want to focus on France and Germany. If it's Italian or Spanish CPI year on year, yeah, we'll have a look at it. But in general, we don't really give a shit about them. The ones that we care about is France and Germany, because they're the ones which really have the biggest effect on the Eurozone. Let's go back. Pound has been in the hurt locker, but it's given us some decent numbers, I think, last week. Let's check, if I could be mistaken. Okay, bearish. Massively bearish. Bullish. Sticky. Bullish. 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 Again, don't be put off by that being red. That's because it was previously 3.5, now it's 3.6. That's bullish. It was forecast to be 3.7. It came in less than forecast, and that's why it's red. Okay, that red does not mean bearish. It's still bullish because it's higher than before. HPI year on year 4.6. Bullish. Really good numbers for the pound. So it's been resilient. 1.7 bullish. Bearish. Bearish, bullish. So we've got a lot more bullish than we are bearish. However, what did we have it last week? Had it in neutral. I am personally going to keep it in neutral for now, guys. You could argue that it's slightly strong. However, we've had that really bad patch, right? Where's my bloody thing? Oh, okay, there we go. I'm keeping pound in neutral for now, guys. If I see another week or 2 weeks of consistently good numbers, I will then push it back into strong, alright? But it is quite a resilient and strong economy, the British economy. We've just got all this trouble that everyone else in Europe's got, right? With these mad fucking jihadis everywhere. Turning it into a third world shithole. NPC member Lombardi speaks, blah blah blah. Nah, we don't really have any excuse me. We don't really have any major news next week that we want to see. Moving on. Let's see. Prelim GDP price index 2.8. Yep, good numbers. Bullish, bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish, bearish, bullish, bearish. So it's mixed data again. I'm keeping it in neutral, right? Now, like as I said, in neutral, you will get some strength. The Japanese yen is showing strength, right? I'm not trying to take that away from it. It absolutely is showing strength. It's just that right now, where it's getting this kind of extra strength, if you look at USD JPY and it's kind of coming down, you think, well, that's really strong. It's not that the yen's not that strong to be pulling the dollar down. You just have to remember right now, markets are really boring right now. They're just, everyone's uncertain about Trump. Everyone's thinking, like, what the fuck is his tariffs and taxes and all this other stuff always trade wars and stuff gonna happen to the market? So people are like essentially taking the money, going into risk off, taking the money out of USD, putting it in Japanese yen, putting it in CHF, putting it into gold. See gold flag, and that's given things like the Japanese yen extra looking strength. Right, it looks like extra strength on the charts, but the data tells us that yes, it is getting stronger. 100%, it's getting stronger. It's just that overall it is still pretty shit. It's nowhere near one of the top economies. All right, so it's remaining in neutral for me. Next week we've got core CPI year on year, Tokyo core CPI, retail sales. Yeah, we've got a lot of news next week that we want to see. Okay, so that's quite good news. Last but not least, bullish, bearish, bearish. Wait, I mean, we don't really care about that. Doesn't matter. Bearish, 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 No, we don't care about that. Don't care about that. Oh, this for oil. And remember, when you see oil like this, there's not a lot of oil production right now. So the fact that this is high means that there's fuck all demand. No one's buying it. I mean, there's no demand. The price is low, right? We're only looking for sells in oil right now, guys. Honestly, don't be looking for buys. Bullish, bearish, 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 sticky, right? So even though that was all good, overall, sorry, that was all good, what am I talking about? Even though that was all kind of wishy-washy news, and it wasn't very good, is what I meant to say. It wasn't very good details. Overall, this is just a bad week, right? Overall, the USD is still in the category of strong, because you don't just change it, right? And then it's just had a bad week, that's all it is. And then look, if we look here, what we got? We've got unemployment claims, prelim GDP next week, prelim GDP index, pending home sales, FOMC, PCE. We've got tons of shit next week that we want to see. So this will be quite good to see if we get some strength from the USD. So USD is still strong. Excuse me. USD is still strong for now, guys. Yes, it was shitty news last week. All it is a bad news week, right? That's all it is. Let's have a quick look at what we're looking for. Let's just start from the top, right? So for me, AUD CAD, I'd really like to see sales from here, actually, but I've already got my alert here. But I'd like to see sales from here. AUD CHF, not touching it, look, miles away, there's nothing there. AUD Japanese Yen, nothing yet. AUD isn't strong enough to outperform the yen from here yet. You can't take a buy because there's no reason to take a buy yet. Both economies are, neck and neck, right? So you might get this. My mouth's watering like hell. You may just get this. What do you call it? Ranging, right? And you can't take sales because you need to see that bomb enter the sell, then away you go, right? You need the break and retest, so you can't take sales. And obviously for that, you need to see AUD being super, super weak and Japanese yen being very, very strong, which we haven't seen yet. Both of them are kind of neck and neck. AUD USD is 1,000,000% sales. You just can't sell from here because there's absolutely no value to sell from. I'm waiting for it to hit this zone here or break, retest, and go. But I'd expect this one here to be the main entry, right? This one right here. All the euro pairs are wank, right? There's nothing here. Look, they're all ranging. Look. They're all ranging. I'm not even going to waste any time on them. They're shit. Look at the state of that. Why would you even bother choosing that as a trade? You know what I mean? Remember, as a trader, you can choose what you're going to take. You don't have... Sometimes I see a trade that comes in and it hits my area where I've seen, and I'm like, nah, it's shit. I'm not going to bother taking it. Because you can choose what you're going to take, guys. Don't just think you have to take everything that fucking moves. Again, look, these pound pairs are really shit just now. Look how bad that is. It's near, but it's still a good bit away. Yeah, again, nothing. Look. GBP USD is definitely sells for me. But you just need to wait for it to hit those zones. Boom, boom. I'd love it to hit here and then melt, but it could just hit here and then melt, so we're going to look. We'll see what it does next week. NZD USD is a gazillion% sales. You could sell from here. It's not a very good sell because you're selling straight in to an all-time low, right? So there's no value to sell from here to here. You want to wait for it to hit up here, which is a long way away. So I'm just gonna have to wait. NZD CAD. In my opinion, it's a sell, but I need to wait for it to hit an area of value, which is here. So we're still a long way away. Maybe 1 week, 2 week, 3 week, 4 week. Could be 4 or 5 weeks away before that hits. NZD CHF, there is nothing there. Look, there's nothing to trade. See, when you go to your, pardon me, when you go to your lower time frames, you'll be chasing the market up here, chasing the market down there, chasing the market up here, chasing the market down there. See, when you're in the weekly time frame, when it hits your zone, you're good to go. This is USD CAD. As soon as this hits here, bang, I'll be waiting for it. I'll be waiting for the buy, jump in here, and away we go. And I'll just leave that for weeks. USD CHF, So I'm only looking for really buys on this. Like I said, look, already marked up the zone. You could have taken this. I'm not interested. What I'm interested in is break it down here, retest, reject, and go, or even here, or break above here, retest, and go. The only reason why I never marked up the sell, I told you about it, but I never marked it up, is because I'm not interested in it. But from terms of an area of value, you can sell from there, right? But look at this, look. If you entered on this candle here, right, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks, right? 4 weeks in that trade, and it's only done that. You know what I mean? So an entire month. So my point is, don't be flapping if you're on the 1 hour or the 30 minute. There's what if you entered here 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you've got 3.5 weeks where you can still enter this trade. You see what I'm saying? It's incredible. You don't need to worry about missing it on an hourly bloody candle. USD Japanese yen, again, it's buys for me. So I really need to see this, reject here and go. Obviously, if fundamentals change, and USD becomes incredibly weak, Japanese yen becomes crazy strong, then of course it would just come back and down this. Bang, bang, bang. You just simply enter here. That's all you would do. Nothing as of yet. DXY, let's have a look at where the dollar index is. So it is coming into a potential area of rejection. Look here, could reject, or even better still down here, reject here, and then we'll see dollar bills come in. Bang, away we go. All right. Oil is sells all day long. All day long sells. You can't sell from here because you're selling into a massive. You're selling into an all-time low. You can't sell it. You need to either wait for a pullback, retest, reject, and go, or you need it to break the previous support, which becomes the new resistance. Then you enter, and away you go. Right, that's what you need. Gold is flying. We just need a retest on that. It's like on the daily. We just need gold to pull back, give us a retest to the downside, and then bang, away we go. All right. But gold is buys all day long. Silver, same again, just need to retest. Copper, we got in copper and we exited up here. Thank God we did. It's still come in lower. What I'm waiting for now on copper, if you go into daily time frame, you'll see a small candle, large engulfing. It then broke that zone. I'm now waiting for this. Bish, bash, bosh, enter, and away you go. Right? This is going to be my next entry for buys down here. Down at price, roughly 9258, right? 9258 on copper. If you're looking at your copper, and you're like, how does his copper say 9258 and mine says, 4132? It means that you're looking on CFD's contract for difference, whereas I'm looking on copper versus US dollar. You'll be looking on a contract for difference, a CFD, right? But your entry will still be the same. It's just obviously the number will be different, right? And that is it, guys. Excuse me. Fucking hell. Let's just check indices quickly, actually. Let's just wait. So this is what I've been waiting for. The pullback. Z pullback. We could get, there's your small candle, large engulfing. Could get into this zone. I'd love to see that. Bish. Bash. Bosh. You can see it there as well. If you drag it across, even there it is. Bang. Potential entries from here on US 500. Same again for that Schneider. NS US 30. Let's have a look. Boom, there it is right there. Previous resistance, once broken, small candle, large engulfing, becomes the new support. Boom, boom. It could also come down here as well, so bear that in mind, alright? D30. Let's have a look. It could come to here. Two of them is one's here, and the better one is right here. Bosh. Alright guys, so that's what we're looking for on these. Shouldn't be long until I've got the office set up. I know it's a pain in the arse. And like I said, when I'm there, guys, I'm going to have a huge touchscreen. I'll be able to go through tons and tons of live examples with you. I'll be pumping out loads of content on YouTube, on Discord, on all different social media platforms. I'll be doing live trading. I do live trading anyway, but I only do it on my Discord channel just now. I'll also do live trading on YouTube if we get a trade that pops up. Alright guys, yeah, that's pretty much it. The Trading Guys Discord channel, it's currently £97 a month. After the 1st of March, anyone who joins after the 1st of March, it will be £147 a month. Anyone that joins before the 1st of March will remain at £97 a month. I won't explain again why we've done that. It's in all my previous videos if you want to jump on and have a look. Alright guys, I'm Ryan Mack, this is Trading Guys. Have a great week. Don't over risk, don't over trade. If there's not a trade there, don't just take something for the fucking sake of it. Just go away, play football, fucking play the PlayStation, do it, you know, fucking bang one out. Just don't place trades which aren't there. All right, keep a hold of your capital, be safe, and I'll see you later. Take care.